question because I
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how to upload my video to Telegram.
Oh, I'll help you with that on the side. But
Okay, thanks.
yeah. And
You want to
how's
hear
your
about my mini marathon?
Yeah, I would love to.
It's fun. And it was yesterday. I was at the People's Fair. I can't believe Cupcake and I didn't win the contest, the costume contest. How could they not have chosen us? I just like, but um, I ended up taking the core four with me and handed out power shakes just for fun. I just put up a table, and I'm recommending this to anybody because and then I had a notebook and I just had people saying, if you want to know more about detoxing and nutrients, and I had a shady spot, I put up a tent and it was really hot. So people wanted to just get it in the shade and have a cool drink. And it gave me an audience and it gave me an opportunity to be introduced to 7 new people. And then they referred me to people. Like, it was really cool. And I was walking the dogs this morning thinking, if I hadn't done that, all of these contacts wouldn't have been there. And I think 7 people that want to start a cleanse is a lot.
It is. I love in person. I thrive in person, getting to connect to people, heart to heart, belly to belly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
especially when they have a drink in the hand, you know?
hmm Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I was like throwing that out because there's all kinds of, like, you probably can't do it for a farmer's market because it's got to be local made, but like a people's fair or an art festival or, all these little neighborhood things that happen.
hmm Yeah,
And
just
I also think it's really important for us to, my dad always said, when you feel down in the dumps, go downtown. And I was talking with my nephew yesterday and he was having a hard time with depression a while back. And he said, I just made a commitment to help one person a day. And it's like just getting out there and talking to people and knowing that you are helping people is valuable to our personal spirit.
yeah, that's so huge. Lending out a hand, helping in any way we can, just listening even is really big. Which
Yeah,
is
just communicating with people,
I love that.
giving them a chance to communicate. Eckhart Tolle said, when you look at the tree as a life source, you give it a chance to reflect its own beauty back to you. And I think it's the same thing when we look at strangers as a life source. They're alive. Let them show us their beauty too, by just looking at them, not talking, just giving them that space.
Seeing them. I love that. Thank you for sharing. That's
I love
beautiful.
you.
I love you. Yay. So, yeah, for those of you that are just hopping on, Laura was hosting a booth at the People's Fair and just, casually sharing her story and listening to people and handing out free drinks and connected in with 7 people that really want to do the transformation. So I love that. It's the larger impact that we can make here. Hi, Julie. Hi, Ilsa. We're just sharing a few wins to get started. If anybody has any stories or if you've started your mini marathon, how that's going.
I'll share. So I'm super excited. So thanks to Rita, I hit executive for the first time this month. Or last month. So I'm celebrating, and I a few things that helped me this month. I feel like are well, I felt like I took the cap off my brain in some way, in the sense of not limiting myself as far as to people who I knew, or who were in a circle of people that I knew already. And I was like, well, I'm connected to a bunch of networking groups, so why don't I use them? And I just started reaching out to a whole bunch of people and just starting conversations without expectations. which I've done this before and kind of failed at it because I felt like I was too pushy and I was just like, listen to what I have to say because it's important, which is valuable, but at the same time, I felt like there's the wrong type of energy behind it. So this time I was like, I'm just going to go in and make friends with people. And it started working where all of a sudden these conversations felt much more natural. And they were asking more questions about what I was doing. And all of a sudden, like, some of them fell flat. And I was like, okay, well, you're not interested. And that's that. And then there were a few other ones where I was like, oh, I saw like a little light bulb go above their head where it was like that moment where they're like, oh, actually, wait, what about, oh, and what about this and what about that? And then it led into conversations about their husband or their friend. And now these connections that I've made this month, I've been able to continue the relationships with these people and I'm talking with them consistently now, even though some of them haven't purchased anything yet. They're like, oh my God, my sister, my brother, my niece. So that's cool. And it's kind of opened myself as far as my belief in the ability to touch more people and my own personal capability to hit my goals at a new level just because it feels expansive. So I wanted to bring that to the table today. That's my biggest share.
I love that. Thank you, Ilsa, and congratulations. And those breakthrough moments are huge, those expansive moments, that deeper connection, that because all we're, really doing here is taking away that expectation and deepening our relationships and see how we can be of service. And you've tapped into that at a whole new level, which, I don't know of anybody that really doesn't need this. So then it opens up more conversations of how to help more people. So cool. That's so exciting. I love that.
Thank you.
Congrats. And I was just sharing for those that just hopped on, I'm, on 30 out of 40 of my mini marathon contacts. And that's just looked a lot like sending out voice messages and connecting in with people and seeing how they're doing and sharing what I'm up to. And I have 4 people interested in doing the transformation that we're hosting so far, and so many more people that I'm in conversations with. So I'm going for the 10 UBT this month from this mini marathon. Yay. Well, I want to put into the chat just, some things that we can work on while we're here together. So I'm sure most of you have seen this document, but the idea of this is it just lays out, the action steps for this mini marathon. And for me, the idea of this mini marathon is just showing that we can work at a higher capacity in less time in a more authentic way that feels really good for ourselves and for those that we're in contact with. So you can get those 40 conversations in by the 6th at noon. And the mindset really going into it is just going into it with joy and gratitude and excitement. So there's some tips on there. There's also some script examples, if you're brand new, if you're trying to connect in with somebody with a built-in clientele, if you're wanting to focus on business outreach. There's just some examples there, but obviously finding your own authentic voice. These scripts are just to help you find your own confidence. And then as far as the incubator goes, myself and the other crowns are hosting a 9-day business incubator. One sec. There we go. And that is just going to be a container that helps you to expand your personal leadership and also plug all of your brand partners and incoming brand partners into a streamlined system of support. We're getting really dialed in all of our systems of duplication. So this is meant to make your life easier and also to take your leadership up to the next level, collectively as a team, as a community. And so the criteria to get into that are really just action steps that are going to help you to grow your business. So one is doing a video or a reel or a live of your business story. So what do you do and how long have you done it? What do you love about it? What don't you love about it? And how is your Purium business that you're building a solution for you? And then sharing your deeper why, like, why are you actually doing this? What's your passion behind this? How do you want to help people? What's the life that you're creating? And that can be a 30-second story, you know, really short and sweet, 30 seconds to a minute. And then our action plan, which all of this is at the bottom of the document, but there's the link to your action plan, which just sets you up for success. Your list of 100 people, you know, this mini marathon is included in that. You know, doing networking groups, like Ilsa was saying, getting out into public spaces, like Laura was sharing, also seeing who's following you in your stories. Heather's asking, should we mention Purium in our live or reel? You don't have to mention the name Purium. You can just say like my online business that I'm doing, or, you know, my whatever it is that is kind of more in alignment with your brand, my regenerative health business, whatever it is, because that opens it up for more curiosity where people can be like, hey, what are you doing? I want to learn more. And you don't have to be a billboard for Purium. You know, they want you to be your own brand, your own voice, and then we can connect them into deeper resources. So that's a great question. And then, yeah, also either attending our business retreat, which we have going on, or doing your own live event. And we'll be talking about that in the group as well. You know, so like a superfood social or something like this. And then just taking a screenshot of this and uploading it into the business Facebook page, or if you're not on Facebook, sending it up to your mentor. So those are the action steps. And the first call is going to be on Wednesday. And you don't have to get all of these action steps in by Wednesday. We're opening up that call to everyone so you can experience it, but to continue forward in the business incubator, you'll just want to get those action steps in. So curious if we have any questions before we dive into working silently together.
Hey Rita, I have a question.
Mhm.
I just got back from Miami and met some one woman in particular that was awesome, and I'm going to reach out to her again today. And I'm curious about the business incubator because I've been leveraging that a lot with folks that have come to the call, the Regenerative Roundtable, and you know, with the regional events for people that are coming in brand new. I know like one girl in particular, like it's probably going to be a stretch just for her to buy a pack. And I, you know, I don't want to prejudge anybody's financial situation, but how can we support somebody if they're coming in brand new, they want to do the business incubator, but they don't, like they're not able to come to California, or, you know, there's might not be a regional event in their area. Like, would their launch event count? Or, you know, what are your thoughts, especially if somebody's brand new that does not know how to do this?
Yeah, so it's either attending an event or hosting your own event. So a launch event can count. You can
Okay.
also work together on like a local superfood social for her where she can invite, you know, people in and community. And it can even be like around watching a film like the glyphosate film from Dr. Zach Bush, you know, and just do like a community education with free superfoods, or, you know, so you can make a theme around it, whatever feels in alignment with her community.
Okay, cool. I feel like I had another question too, but I'm not sure. I'll raise my hand if I do. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yay, Ilsa.
I was just wondering, so for submitting our mini marathon people, our tracker sheet, it said to go on to boards and then business, corporate, and I found the link on there, but then it says it's important to copy and paste it onto the search bar. And my phone is doing something weird where it won't let me copy and paste it. It just goes straight to the link. Is that really important?
I'll check it out and I'll get back to you, but I would say as long as you get it submitted, even if you can't do that link, like if you get a picture in, then it should be good, but I'll double check for you.
Okay, because the link is working for me when I click on it. I just can't copy and paste and go to Safari and copy it over.
I would say as long as you can submit it, and I'll try it on my end because I haven't
Okay.
tried submitting yet. Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question on that?
Yeah.
Because I just have mine, like I have them all written down, but I'm putting it on a Google Docs, just a list and how I contacted. It doesn't have to be an actual tracker sheet, does it?
Nope. I'm just doing mine on
Okay, cool.
Notebook.
Same. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Just pictures of them. Perfect.
Can I ask a question, Rita?
Hi, Heather.
Hi, I'm gonna stay off screen, but can I thought they had to be phone calls? Can they be voice messages on Messenger?
Mm-hmm.
But voice, right? Voice, not
Yeah, voice. And the reason for voice is when I send out messages, it doesn't go that far, but when I connect in with my voice and like see how that person is doing and like genuinely curious about their life and then letting them know what I'm up to and wanting to learn more about what they're up to, that goes so much further because they can hear your care and your passion and you know, so it just leads to a deeper level of conversation. And I find that it can be hard to get everybody on a phone call within those 4 days, but you can schedule a phone call like, hey, you've made that initial introduction, that initial opening, and then schedule a time in the next week or so, the next few days where you guys can actually get on a phone call, you know, for 10 to 15 minutes. And that counts, you know, that initial connection counts for the 40 days. And then just schedule those phone calls out because people are busy, you know. So I have the next week booked out with actual phone calls, and I've been on, you know, a handful of actual phone calls, but the rest was just the
Thanks.
initial groundwork. Mhm.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought it had to be an actual phone call.
Nope, you're good. You're good as long as you're scheduling out a time to hop on the phone.
Great, thank you.
Yay. Any other?
Hey, Rita.
Hi.
Yeah, I thought of my other question. Hi.
Mhm.
Okay, so I have a couple people that want to join the transformation. They've already bought their packs. I've invited them to join Telegram. I've sent them all the information. I've texted them again. What would you do in that situation where they haven't joined, they haven't downloaded the app? And I mean, I know it's a busy weekend. What kind of approach would you take when people aren't responsive?
I would just say that they're busy, you know, and give them a couple of days of time. And then just, you know, we do actually have our call tomorrow, the 6th, for anybody that's joining us in the transformation, even if they haven't gotten their kit yet. Some people haven't even ordered yet. You can invite them to that initial welcome call. And I would just send a little voice message like, hey, I know you've been busy. I haven't been able to touch base with you, but I just wanted to invite you to this initial opening call and make sure you have everything you need. Let me know when your kit gets in and we can touch base. So
Okay, okay, what would you do in this situation? Like I have iPhone, they have Android, so I can't leave an audio text.
mhm.
Just text again or send like a video clip or something like that.
Yeah, video is really personable, and you could also call and leave a voice message, but I like the video idea. That's super sweet. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Or if they're on Messenger. Mhm. Awesome. Well, any other questions before we dive in? That document is there, you know, for examples and getting started, and also how to submit your mini marathon is in that document. I'll put it in the chat again for those that are just joining.
And we get 400 points for the mini marathon. Is that right?
Correct, we do.
Where we turn it in. Okay.
Yep, so just taking a picture of your list of names that you've been in contact with, and also a little note of like where you left off on, you know, oh, they're interested in XYZ, or need to follow up with this, or we talked about, you know, whatever it may be. And if you're wanting to connect in with people, like Elsa was saying, outside of your initial network, something that's been really helpful for me is going on Instagram and looking up different hashtags of the kinds of people I want to work with. So for instance, hashtag postpartum, and then leaving a voice message like, whoa, I see the work that you're doing. I absolutely love it. I'd love to connect in and see if we can collaborate. I might be able to be a potential referral source for you. And I've also been letting them know, like, I'm hosting a 30, 60, 90-day container around XYZ, and I think it'd be really powerful for you. Let me know if you'd like to learn more about it. So that's just kind of an initial intro, and I've been getting a lot of incredible responses. I've sent our landing page, our 30, 60, 90-day landing page website, and a video out to tons of people and practitioners who I didn't have an initial relationship with. And I have a lot of calls scheduled from it because they're like, this looks awesome. I really want to be a part of this. So that's another way that you can start to open up and build relationships and connections outside of your network. But start with that warm market, start with the people in your phone, and then go to wherever you're inspired.
Can I ask something on that note, Rita?
Yeah.
Could share with us, like, what do you, like, if you're contacting that many people, what is it that you're saying? Could you share some of your pro scripts with us that they're really responding to?
Yeah. I
So
really,
maybe I'm saying it wrong.
I really speak to that person, and I go through their page and what inspires me about them and the work that they're doing. And so I'll
Okay.
send them a voice message. Hey, Becky, I see that you're working with postpartum care with women and sharing education. This is such an important topic. Thank you so much for doing this work. I just wanted to let you know I'm hosting a 30, 60, 90-day container for women specifically working with postpartum and fertility, all the ways that we can support people through our program. But I'm speaking
Maybe,
specific to them and what they're working with.
okay.
And then I'll say, let me know if you'd like to learn more about it. I'd love to be a potential referral source for you and would love to learn more about what you're up to and see how I can support.
Cool.
And then if they're like, yes, I'd love to learn more, I just send that landing page and,
Which landing page?
the 30, 60, 90-day
Oh,
landing page. And then my response has been really good from that, and the video, I'll send a video with it. Like, here's where you can read more about it, and here's a video where you can listen to more of the details. So one of our replay videos.
The landing page is what you're calling the app, right? In the verbiage.
The landing page is our.
maybe you could put it in our chat.
I'll send exactly what I send.
Yeah, I think they're calling that the app,
No.
right?
No.
Is it the milkshake that you guys created? The
It's the
milkshake?
milkshake. Yeah, I put
My
it in
brain.
text.
I guess there's just so many things I can't.
Yeah,
I'm having trouble keeping up with all of them.
me too. Thank you for writing it out.
Bob's like,
No,
I
I'm having trouble too, keeping up with all of it. It's like, wait, there's too many feeds, even too many Facebook groups.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, really simplifying. And this you can have like in your personal board. I have it in my team board.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then
Nita, one more question. Oh,
And then I always open it with a question, at the end. Like, I'd love to, or I look forward to hearing your reflections. And so from there, I just, ask what inspired you about the information and see if we can schedule a quick call. Or if they're like, yeah, how do I get started? I can send them that info too. But I still always follow up with, let's get on a call for 10 to 15 minutes so that we can actually connect and see how this could support them and their community, and really draw those bridges, to the work that they're doing and how this could be powerful for either them or their community. Go ahead, Camille.
yeah. And what do you say when people say, I'll just get back to you? Like, if somebody that I've been reaching out to for a while, I'm interested. And then they said basically what you said, like, I'd love to hear, your thoughts on this. And when can we schedule a quick phone call? I'm just so busy when I'll just get back to you later, or I'll reach out to you when I'm ready.
Yeah.
And they never do.
I would say let's schedule a time to connect. Is what's a good time frame for you? I would just say let's schedule a time to connect, and I would pick one like 3 days out. Does Wednesday at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time work for you? And then if they're like, no, I'm too busy, you can say, is a good time to follow up 2 weeks from now, 1 month from now, and get a specific follow-up time.
Have you ever gotten, I don't know?
That's when you kind of get specific for them. How about this time or this time? And then just if they're, put them on your follow-up list for
Yeah.
a couple of weeks. I like to put it in my Google Calendar when I'm following up with people.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Especially if they're like a longer one, oh, I'm really busy for the next 3 months. I just put it in my Google Calendar. Okay, following up with this person in 3 months about this subject. So I just taking good notes. Hi, Heather.
Hey, so the call tomorrow, Tuesday, that's this call, the 30, 60, 90-day transformation. What time is that?
That one, let me pull it up.
Is that 4 p.m.? Is that, I have it on I have so many things on my calendar.
That one is Tuesday, September 6th at 5 Pacific.
Oh, all right. Guess it's not what I have on my calendar.
Let me see. I bet what you have on your calendar.
I just have it labeled regenerative, so I don't know what it is.
Let me pull this up. So what you have on is the Regenerative Roundtable, which
Oh, that's
is
right.
a business call that you can invite to. Like if you have somebody that wants to learn more about the business, or you're, when I'm connecting with people that want to learn about the business, it's usually very specific. I'm definitely hand selecting each person that I want to work with. So I just let them know. And there's a script example in the document and for business specific. And an example is like, hey, I've started my career in helping people revitalize their health and finances, and I'm hand selecting the people I want to work with. I have an event coming up at X time, X date. Can you make it? I'd love for you to be a guest.
Beautiful.
And that's in the document. So, yeah. So that's an event you can invite to at 4. And then for everyone joining us in our transformation, 30, 60, 90 days, that's at 5. And that invite is on We on Fire. Both of those.
Why do you call it 30, 60, 90 day?
Yeah, so people can join for either 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, just depending on what they want. And this is an open container where people can continue to join. So I'm still inviting people into it. They might have a little bit later start date than the 6th, which is our initial start date, but they can come in and join us. And the idea is, it takes 90 days to bring somebody through to their full transformation. And it takes 90 days to break habits. It takes 90 days to balance those hormones. So I try and bring everyone through to that 90-day component, starting with a 30-day transformation and getting on a smart order for a core 4 or whatever is, going to best support them. And that gets them set up for that 90-day success. And the first 30 days, we're going to be focused on primarily physical health and well-being. And the next 30 days, we're going to start introducing that emotional health and well-being, which really starts to get addressed with these superfoods, because as you get your body alkaline, you start to eliminate wastes, toxins, inflammation, but you also start to eliminate suppressed emotions that aren't serving us anymore, that are stored at the cellular level. And so we want to get into that kind of support. And Laura is going to be hosting, journaling sessions. Each day of our transformation, we have a different facilitator giving a little tip or giving a little bit of support. And that's going to be in the Telegram feed.
Telegram. Okay.
You need that link? I can put it here.
I got it. I just loaded it up.
Okay.
So, another one. Yay.
We're
I need
actually
I'll
trying
take
to transition more off of Facebook Messenger, so not that we're not reliant upon social media.
Okay.
So we're testing out Telegram to see how it goes with this transformation.
Oh, now I understand. Okay. Thank you.
That's why, yeah.
Can you throw the link in there, Rita?
I'll put it in there.
Thank you. So can people who are already doing a transformation, can they plug into this if they're not new? Because I promote it more to new people than I have people who are continually.
Yeah. Plug them into this deeper support, because that's just going to be greater customer care and service and support for them, which will lead to greater retention and also more referrals. So definitely leverage it.
Hi.
Okay. Let's dive in. Any other questions that you guys have? Let me know, or you can put them in the chat, and then we can dive into our conversations that we're opening up. And again, the main thing, just get into a place of gratitude and service and abundance and overflow before stepping into these conversations. So, tap into your why and how can I be of best service today? Who is really praying for these solutions? And then we start to step into conversations we may not have realized, before. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. And I'll put that Telegram support in the feed.